The funeral of conservative activist and Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk is shaping up to be one of the largest and most discussed memorial services in recent American political history, with final preparations underway for September 21, 2025, at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where nearly 60,000 mourners are expected to gather to pay their respects, a scale usually reserved for heads of state or presidents rather than activists. Yet it reflects the immense impact and controversy Kirk carried throughout his short but remarkable life. Born in 1993 in Wheeling, Illinois, Kirk launched Turning Point USA at just 18, building it into a national youth conservative movement that reshaped political conversations on college campuses and beyond, earning admiration from his supporters who saw him as a fearless defender of free speech and American values, while critics accused him of spreading division, stoking racial tensions and normalizing extremist rhetoric, making him one of the most polarizing figures of his generation. His sudden murder earlier this month during a university event in Utah shocked the nation and turned the funeral into not just a moment of mourning, but also a flashpoint in America's culture wars. With thousands of young conservatives, politicians, and media figures traveling from across the country to Arizona, many in organized busloads under Turning Point banners, ready to honor the man who gave them a platform, while security preparations are on a massive scale with federal agencies, state police, and private teams coordinating checkpoints, metal detectors, and traffic management as the stadium, normally home to NFL games and concerts, is transformed into a memorial ground. Inside, giant screens will play tributes and speeches, highlighting Kirk's life story, his fiery debates, and his message to youth, while family members, close friends, and conservative leaders share personal reflections, and music will blend solemn hymns with uplifting anthems to symbolize both grief and the continuation of his mission. Because for supporters, this funeral is more than a farewell. It is a declaration that his movement will live on, a symbolic rallying cry to continue fighting for the causes he championed, even as critics point to his most controversial remarks on race, gender, and immigration as evidence of how divisive his rhetoric became, underscoring how his death and legacy remain subjects of intense debate. The scale of the event highlights how deeply Charlie Kirk's work reached into American society, with conservative voices calling him a martyr for free speech and progressives reminding the public of the dangers of political polarization. Yet both sides agree that his death at just 31 is a defining moment in U.S. politics. And as Arizona braces for one of the largest funerals in modern history, the country reflects on a man whose influence cannot be ignored, whether admired as a courageous leader who built a nationwide youth movement or criticized as a provocateur who deepened divisions. And while history will debate his role for years to come, the sheer size of this funeral proves that in life and in death, Charlie Kirk left a mark that will not easily fade, with September 21st destined to be remembered not only as the day America buried him, but as the day his movement turned grief into renewed determination to carry forward his legacy.